India's domestic air travel is yet to show a sustained recovery more than 2 years after the pandemic. The daily domestic air traffic was approximately 4.25 lakh passengers before COVID-19 struck. On Wednesday, Indian Airlines carried 70% of that number at 2.95 lakh. On April 17th, almost 4.08 lakh passengers took to the skies, crossing the 4 lakh mark for the first time in 2 years, but the momentum was short-lived. High jet fuel prices is also hitting airlines' profitability. Fuel accounts for 40% of an airline's operating expenses. A weakening rupee doubled the challenge as key cost items, notably fuel, maintenance, and lease rentals, are priced in dollars. Now, airlines are facing another obstacle. Employee unrest is building up over salary issues. Billionaire investor Rakesh Jhunjhunwala-backed Akasa is set to take to the skies soon, and Jet Airways is being revived under a new owner. Recruitment drives by these airlines, along with Air India under its new owner Tata Group, have set off a talent war. So much so that more than half of Indigo's flights were delayed on July 2nd after a large number of cabin crew members called in sick, reportedly to attend Air India's recruitment drive. SpiceJet pilots are reportedly planning a similar action to demand their pre-COVID salary. The discontent, which cuts across rank and file, has recently escalated into strikes. Technicians of India's largest airline Indigo and Go First have been reporting sick in large numbers at principal bases like Delhi, Mumbai and Hyderabad to protest low salaries. Technician salaries are low across the sector. On Tuesday, Indigo issued termination letters to 2 technicians. Similarly, despite partial restoration of salaries, pilots across airlines remain dissatisfied since their workload has increased significantly. Indigo is currently operating more than 1,550 flights per day, higher than its pre-pandemic capacity. At the end of March quarter, the carrier had a total cash balance of 18,227 crore rupees, that is 1.8% lower than the same period last year.
COVID's not over, and the aviation industry has literally jumped from one problem to another. And we're now faced with high oil prices, which are obviously impacting demand. We're in the lean quarter. So you see all of this churn, apart from the fact that there are new airlines which are attracting talent at higher pay scales, allegedly, there is also the fact that employees are a tad bit aggravated that they've had to take cutbacks, etc., over the last 2 years. A large part of them have been restored, but you see, an airline really has to have cash to be able to restore it to pre-COVID levels. We're not out of the doldrums at all. If anything, this particular quarter that we're in is going to be extremely challenging for our airlines because demand for travel goes down historically, and the cost of operating their fleets is through the roof. In my opinion, if the fuel prices start falling, we're at the $100 barrel mark now. If it comes back down to within the $65, $70 range, we should, hopefully COVID wouldn't really come back to bite us, and we have a good third quarter, which is the Diwali, Christmas, New Year period. That may really help our airlines to be able to restore even more of the pay cuts, etc., that have sort of been put in place.
Go First said it is explaining the present situation to its employees and addressing concerns, if any. Indigo is reportedly in the process of addressing some of the issues related to employee remuneration. In an internal email, it has promised to rationalize the salaries of its aircraft maintenance technicians and remove anomalies caused by the pandemic. This is not just a problem of a few airlines. Across the sector, wages have not been restored for a certain proportion of employees. This is because most airlines are cash-strapped, and Indigo, despite its comfortable cash reserves, is perhaps being conservative due to the lessons learned during the pandemic. Going ahead, fuel costs will be the primary determinant on whether airlines can keep their employees happy or not.
If you like this video, share it and subscribe to Business Standard. For more news, views and insights, log on to www.business-standard.com. Do also follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Telegram and LinkedIn.
सब अच्छी दिख रही हैं यार, कौन सी खरीदूं?
ये तो वही बात हुई, 4000 शेयर्स लिस्टेड है, कौन सा लूं?
वो तो सबसे आसान है।
तुझे 5 पैसा नहीं पता?
अब तो सबको पता है। 5 पैसा पर है 4000 स्टॉक्स की रिसर्च, टेक्निकल टूल्स और इन्वेस्टमेंट आइडियाज। डाउनलोड 5 पैसा नाउ।
अब तो सबको पता है investing made easy and rewarding with 5 paisa. Investments in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.